In 1694, the Bank of England became the first public bank to regularly issue banknotes as an alternative to coins as a means of payment. 3 centuries later, it's primarily tasked with maintaining price stability, much like any other central bank across the world. But these cautious institutions are now buzzing with talk of a revolutionary concept, a form of money you cannot see: central bank digital currencies. The idea of digital money is not new. Many of us use debit and credit cards or payment apps for transactions. But what would make a central bank digital currency different? One of the big financial developments over the last few years has been the rise in popularity of cryptocurrencies, with one in particular, Bitcoin, standing out. Following Tesla's announcement that it bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in February 2021, the volatile cryptocurrency's price surged to new highs, giving it a theoretical market capitalization that is even larger than the world's 2 largest payments processing companies, Visa and MasterCard. Unlike traditional money, cryptocurrencies are not issued by a central bank, but rather via a decentralized network of computers, typically using blockchain technology. Investors in Bitcoin believe that because there is a theoretical cap on the number of Bitcoins that can ever be mined, the cryptocurrency will become increasingly valuable at a time when central banks have been printing more money than ever before to arrest the economic fallout from the pandemic. Many central banks are worried that the widespread adoption of these independent cryptocurrencies could weaken their control over the financial system. This could cause financial instability, especially because cryptocurrencies do not have the legal or the regulatory safeguards that central bank money does. So why not issue a digital currency of their own? Currently, regular bank deposits, cash, and cryptocurrencies issued by the private sector, such as Diem and Bitcoin, all have a few features that make them useful. But the hope is that publicly available CBDCs would have all these desirable characteristics. This means that everyone could have access to this digital currency, which could bring a lot of benefits. It could make payments faster, allowing for immediate settlement and no processing delays, and it could also make payments cheaper. It also means that more people could have access to electronic payments. Currently, over 1.5 billion adults across the globe don't have access to the financial system, and even in an advanced economy such as the US, more than 6% of Americans don't have a bank account. Issuing digital currencies could also make it easier for governments to deliver stimulus checks, or even go one step further and make targeted payments to those deemed most in need. So how soon could central bank digital currencies become a reality?
When you ask central banks around the world whether they are exploring CBDC, 1 year ago the answer was 80% of them were exploring, and now it's nearly 90%. Last year, 40% were experimenting, and now it's 60%. The vast majority of central banks are exploring CBDC.
China is the major economy which is most advanced in its CBDC development. The People's Bank of China has been running tests of its digital currencies since April 2020 with the help of 4 banks in the country. Tens of thousands of consumers have already been involved with the pilot, spending 2 billion yuan in over 4 million transactions. But it's not just China. The European Central Bank has plans for a digital euro, although it may be a few years before it is available.
We are going to have to address all the issues of anti-money laundering, financing of terrorism, privacy of users and all their information, the appropriate technology that will carry that digital currency. And this is, a project that will probably take us 2, 3, 4 years before it is launched.
As we move towards a more cashless society, will central bank digital currencies ever become as trusted and as convenient as banknotes? Quite possibly, though it may take months, maybe even years.
The trust in private money is built on the trust on the currency and the fact that behind that there is a central bank which has tools to keep the value of the currency. We have to buy this trust. And that's why we need to stay into the economy. And the way to stay into the economy is to make sure that people trust us.